All right, guys, here we go. Episode 1 of the brand new podcast for Football Rivals League. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. There's about 5 or 6 guys. It looks like 3 or 4 guys in here. Let me know if you can hear me. If anyone from the league wants to jump on this episode with me, let's go ahead and jump on in. The guy that was supposed to be on here with me is failing me and is not going to be on it with me tonight. But it was going to be a short podcast tonight anyway. So, yeah, he just said he can't make it tonight. So tonight we're just going to go through some topics, some questions that came up. We wanted to get the podcast going, get word out there about this league and what's going on. Don't want people to think this is just another esports league. This is going to be the esports league that you guys can join. It's going to be the Premier League. Just jump into the subjects that we had. We had the first one, I'm just going to go over the league status. So this is the foundation of the league. This is a esports league. It started out as a college league about 6 to 8 weeks ago. I guess longer than that now. We're on week 9. But it started out as a college league, and we wanted a real-time, real-life simulation college league that was going on. And what's better than college football to start rivalries? So, we started out as the college football rivalry league. That's quite a mouthful. So we've had some other guys join. Started out with like a good group of 10 guys, made it through a practice year. After we did that, we did about 11, 12 weeks of a practice year to make sure the sliders were where we wanted it to be. And after that, we moved into the real year one. So if you watch our videos, which were about 26,000 views strong, so, the desire and the want is out there for guys to come in and watch our shows, watch our games. So, we've been growing since we started. So we're looking forward to just keep on growing more and more as we go. And we've had a lot of guys, an influx of guys come in the last couple of days. Pardon my dog in the background. She's looking for more bones. But, we're looking for more players, looking for some owners, and, that'll segue into, we're just trying to get the league going, trying to get the league exploding, blowing up, and getting bigger. We brought in a lot of guys. We basically have a guy that's going to run the front office for us. And I don't know if you guys want me to, to shout out your names or not, but maybe, in later episodes we will. But for tonight, we'll just keep it generic. But, I'm going to be the commissioner. I've been running the league for about 6 months now with the test season and the real season. So, we've got Coach Baker, Baxter. I don't know who word on the street is, but shout out to you. Thanks for coming on. And, we got some guys out there in the chat. So Baker is going to be one of those guys helping to run our front office operations and make sure everything runs smoothly. Kind of a rules and guidelines type guy. And Baxter, who is Brooklyn Bulls there, Baxter is going to be running. He's came up with the cool, just badass logo that we have now. I had a generic logo that I had bounced. We were on like the third logo trying to find our look, and Baxter came in, and within a day we had a brand new logo that's just awesome. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Came in, got all the guys, all the board members and everyone some pretty cool pictures, some portraits that are going to go, on the website, on our, Discord. It's going to be plastered everywhere. This is going to be a great league, guys. It's getting bigger. It's going to be a pretty good league. Like I said, tonight we're just trying to go, 20, 30 minutes to get you guys, used to coming in on Wednesday night for a podcast and, getting what's going on in the league. So the way it's going to go is Tuesday night is going to be our kickoff game for the week. So Tuesday night we'll have a game, trying to work with one or two guys to have commentary. So we're going to have 1 to 3 live commentary games each week. I would like for one of those to be the Tuesday night game. So we'll see where we go from there. But we're going to have 1 to 3 live games to go with our Saturday and Sunday games that we still have. And one of the things we love about college football is waking up on the weekend and watching college football. So that's by design that we have early morning games on Saturday and Sunday. We want you guys to wake up and feel like it's college football season. Get get in the gear, get in the league, get your cup of coffee, and just watch a game or two. Just feels like college football more than 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Watching a game or two and being able to watch it all throughout the day. So we like that better. I think we're going to stick with that. It's been working so far. So we're going to do Tuesday night. Sorry, somebody just messaged me. We're going to do Tuesday night kickoff game, Wednesday night podcast to kind of go over, obviously the game the night before, but also the week before. And the guy that's going to be doing a lot of the analyst that's going to be with me on a lot of the podcasts is going to be one of the guys in our league. He, his name's Mikey. I don't know where everyone's going to kind of have personas, some personalities in the league. So we're not going to go by our names completely. So I'm trying to figure out, or they are trying to figure out that right now. So I don't know what he's going to go by. So I don't want to misquote what that guy's going to be going by. So he's in. I'm going to have a guy with me. Just a minute. We're going to have Fry's going to join us here. Get him an invite. And then Fry also, Fry and I, a lot of these guys in this league with me, we were in, another esports league together, and we're all pretty close, pretty tight. It's a group of good guys. We're not going to have a bunch of young kids in this league, just tearing it up and talking crap to each other. Even though this is a rivalry league, we do want you guys to have rivalries. We want you guys to be, loud and obnoxious and talking crap to each other, but respectfully. We want mature adults, especially when we get to the pro series. So we're gonna every athlete is going to come in as a college. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm going to try to streamline it here. My notes are kind of sloppy, but it's the first podcast working out the kinks. It's been a while since I've done this. I had a podcast in my other league, and it was pretty successful. So give us some time. We'll get better, I promise. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in as a college prospect. You're going to get verbally commit when you fill out your application. There's 4 tiers of athlete that you can make. And out of those 4 tiers, you're going to enter in, you're going to play 2 full college seasons. Everyone has to play a minimum. If you want to play 4 years, that's fine, but everyone has to play a minimum of 2 seasons. After those 2 seasons, you can enter the draft. You're drafted. You play on a professional team. They're going to be they're going to be all custom teams. no NFL teams. It's going to be custom teams, all owned by human users, and we're just going to go from there. And we're kind of working the kinks out as we go, but everything's working out good. What's up, McCain? McCain's another guy. He's actually a guy on our board, and we got a great. And that's the thing too is we're running this with an advisory board, so there's an odd number of advisory board members. So everything that we go through that's going to be a major decision will be an odd number of votes, so that the majority will always rule in the voting. There's not going to be it's not going to be a dictatorship or one guy running the whole league. Unless it's something that's very detrimental to the league, then I can have not a veto, but kind of a veto. That's been discussed with the guys. Everyone knows what's going on. It's not going to be that bad. And let me see if Fry got my invite. Yep, he said he's setting everything up right now. Again, it's been a while, so we are going to have the pro draft. So we're in week 9 of season 1 of year 1 right now in the college season. So we're going to finish college season year 1. We're going to have college season year 2, which looks like it's most likely still going to be on NCAA 14, which is fine because the sliders are great. The gameplay's been great. Everything's been good. After that, the new college game will come out. So that'll give us time to test the college game to make sure it's not crap. And that we do want to go to it. I really do want to go to it because it'll be nice to have guys being able to help me on the PS5 on the college game, recording some games and everything, doing some setups. So after that, hopefully the college game can change and morph into the new college game on PS5. We are trying to decide if we are going 100% custom on PC mod, which is what a lot of guys on the board are looking forward to, or if we're going to stay on the PS5 on Madden 25. We kind of need to know what's going on. I was going through some dates and some timelines with Baxter today, and we have basically ballparked that the pro season draft would be in September. It's about 25 to 28 weeks from now is when the draft would be. Again, we have to play another season of college and then build the file, get the mod built if we go that route, and figure out where we're going from there. So September is looking like it's going to be our draft, which is actually perfect because it'll be real. It'll be NFL football season. Everybody will be hyped for the Madden game, and we'll be able to roll from there. But that's the plan, the timeline for this season for the next couple months for the rest of the year. So that's the college, the pro, the board. This season so far has been pretty nice. It's crazy. We've got going pretty far in advance. Sorry, I got like 15 guys messaging me. Let me mute that so I don't see that anymore. But speaking of the college season year 2, the applications are open for year 2. So leave a comment below if you want us to get with you, or you can DM me. Whatever it takes to get a hold of us. We will get you in the Discord. We'll get you an application. You can verbally commit to the school. And once you verbally commit, you're fair game. Anyone can try to recruit you to where they want you to go. So the applications are open for year 2 for the college guys. And then, we're looking for owners for the pro league. Get with me or one of the board members, and those will be posted on our website that is being currently worked on. So once the website, or again, you can DM me, just let me know if you're interested in being an owner in the pro series or the pro league. And, that's awesome too. We're working on getting owners in. We've got a couple guys in the owners field, and Fry is spinning.
What's up?
So I was just talking basically about the streamline, the timeline for the system, how everyone's going to have to play 2 college seasons, and then we'll go into a pro draft. And looking at the timeline right now, it's looking like the pro draft would be around September. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We still want to play some good, quality college football seasons first. So
yeah,
you've only been here the whole time, so
yeah. Yeah, I'm good with most of everything. I've caught about less than half of the games, admittedly. So
no, yeah,
I won't be able to add too much to the individual games breakdown, but as far as the league structure and all of that,
which
I'm
is mainly
down.
what we want to go over today. I just want to. That's what I was saying at the beginning. I just want to get a a pod out so we can get everybody.
Yeah, and maybe something about since we don't have an insane number of players, like we can say who's playing where, who's who, or not, just at the very least, like what's his name, Smokey, whatever is the quarterback at NC State. Like we can just kind of run down who those people are.
Yeah, and I was going to show. Actually, I have this in the background, which is the last week's.
Oh, I missed this. I missed 14. I missed NCAA.
Yeah, I know. Let me. Nope. I might have to go on this screen. There we go. All right.
Oh, man.
Sound gone now?
Yes, I don't hear any of the music.
All right. So basically, we'll just have this going in the background. This is the latest, one of the little episodes we put out at the end of each week, just to kind of go over standings, the stats, and everything. But yeah. So this year we have, I believe it's 11 prospects. Let me go
we
into
should. We should have
You
it
go
in the
ahead and talk.
Discord, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Discord real quick.
Yeah,
it's been so long. I don't even have Discord on my. I had to reinstall everything on here. So this year we have Johnny Hobbs, which is you, halfback, Texas A&M.
Man, I saw that. I'm not having a good year.
Well, it looks like Texas A&M was struggling to find their identity on offense. You've had some games. You've had some games where you've hit 100 plus, and you've had some games where you just hit like 60.
Yeah, I've had a couple low
but your quarterback is greedy, so
yeah, he's. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a team game, so I'm happy to be ranked. I think last game that I watched, we were ranked 4th or 6th, something like that. We were doing good.
Well, we'll see in a minute, but yeah. As it's scrolling through, but yeah, I mean, you guys are ranked pretty high. I think this week you're number 10.
10, okay.
Because this week you're number 10 LSU. And LSU's number 9, and basically you're playing for the SEC.
That's awesome.
LSU had a couple, stumbles at the beginning of the season, but now they're coming in conference play. They're coming in really strong. So LSU,
I thought
it's kind of funny because
it was just in the ACC.
Yeah, and it's funny as you'll see when the SEC gets to the standings here. Alabama's last.
Oh, nice.
They're like 2-5 or 2-6, something crazy.
Michigan 6-0, Ohio State 6-0.
Yep, Michigan. So like you were saying, your guy is at Texas A&M. And I guess I can go ahead. Well, we'll talk about the new ones after we get going. So we have Buck McCarthy, who is a quarterback at Oklahoma, who's having a great year. They started out like number 3, and they jumped to number 1, and they haven't let go since.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's number 1 in the nation. They've been number 1 since. They honestly might have started out number 1.
And they just picked up a running back commit with Bain.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you, should we just go through the new commits also, or go through all of your?
We can go through, because everyone who's committed, we can reference that because that is changeable. I don't know if anyone's going to do it, but
so that's what I was saying is all the commitments are verbal until we're gonna have a national signing day
where people go in the Discord and officially
where everyone officially declares, because you might have 3 guys come in and want to be a halfback somewhere and verbally commit, or they may have wanted to be a halfback, but to help stack a team they picked.
And we also let's see,
good
recruit pool, because Baker's safety is at A&M as well.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So let's go back to A&M where you're at. So Johnny Hobbs, halfback, Texas A&M. You're gonna come back obviously for year 2 next year, and you have a quarterback, which is Kai Cash.
Yep,
has verbally. He's done a verbal to Texas A&M. Baker has done a verbal to
A&M as a
strong
safety.
safety.
Strong
Strong
It's
safety at A&M.
Dominic Dracovic.
Yeah, he's got a nice Romanian name.
Yeah.
So you have. I'm in the year one.
Yeah,
If
right
you're in
above
the
it, recruit pool
Yeah,
is
go ahead and read the recruit pool. The verbals out.
on the podcast. You want me to, or right now?
Yeah,
Wait, are we recording or are we going live?
we're recording.
Oh,
We're live right now.
Oh, I didn't realize we were already live.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, everybody's over there. Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, you got to look to the right over there.
I'm just doing my own thing, waiting for us to start until I get.
No, we're going.
Hi, everyone.
I was going like 15 minutes before you came on.
I'm talking my own stuff. Okay, all right. Hey, yeah. So here's the recruits so far with the verbal commits. Malik Crane at Oklahoma State, halfback. Daniel Walton, wide receiver at NC State. Noah Roberts.
Yeah, Smokey's got him a receiver coming in.
Yeah. Noah Roberts, quarterback, Georgia Tech. We all know who that is. Or to those of you who don't know, that's Roland.
Roland, the read option Woods.
Yeah, Georgia Tech all day long, triple option. Bert Bean, quarterback of Michigan, and I don't believe he's going to be alone at Michigan.
Creed's at Michigan at wide receiver right now.
He's not on here, but that's where he's set to go.
Yep. He has told me he will be back for year two. He's basically he's finishing up college like in real life right now. So
yeah, awesome. So college, what a loser. Yeah. Oh man. I have memories of college. Let's see. Back on topic here. Baker, we got from A&M. J.C. Johnson, running back from Minnesota.
Oh yeah, J.C. Johnson. He committed to Minnesota,
to Michigan, but no. Kai Cash, obviously well done. Quarterback, Texas A&M, Gig'em. Phenom Swift, running back in Nebraska. So there'll be two people at Nebraska.
Yep, two guys at Nebraska.
Kyler McConnell, running back for Oklahoma, joining. I want to say Miles, but it's not Miles.
That's Bain, isn't it? Yeah,
that is Bain.
Yeah, that's Bain.
Buck McCarthy.
Buck McCarthy at Oklahoma.
Yeah. So that's who we've got so far, verbal commits. And as everyone has already seen, even though I didn't realize I was talking to you guys, those are verbal commits, and we'll actually have an actual signing day in the future. Man, I thought we were just talking. Good thing I didn't get out of pocket, say some weird stuff.
No, you're good.
You gave me the ghost.
I've been trying to do an intro, rambling on. We're supposed to have Maverick come on, and something came up at work at the last minute, so he wasn't able to jump on. So I was just rambling, trying to get one of you guys to jump on.
I was trying to get everything out of the way.
So yeah, so that's the 7 or 8 guys that are verbally committed so far.
Yeah, and just more coming.
Yeah, I've got about 10 guys right now that are sitting, waiting to. They have their apps and they're asking me questions. You know, what's this and what's that? And surprisingly, I'm surprised. We've had 3 or 4 of those guys are doing the level 4.
Oh, nice.
So that they're doing the upgraded tier where they're getting like 2 or 3 $99 overalls.
That can make a difference.
It's gonna make a difference. It's the difference between starting and not. Basically, if you come in at at the level 1 tier, you're gonna be like an 84 at 85 overall, which is not bad. But yeah, there's 3 or 4 guys that are gonna be coming in probably at 90, 95 to 99 overalls with that level 4 tier.
Nice.
But yeah, so we got 7 or 8 verbals, and then I'll run down through what we have right now. So Johnny Hobbs at Texas A&M. Obviously, you're getting two verbals with you right now.
Yeah, awesome.
Buck McCarthy at Oklahoma. He's getting a running back. Maverick McQueen at Nebraska. He's got a verbal running back coming to him. Smokey Smith, quarterback at NC State, who just had a great win last night to kick off the week.
Over Maryland.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was tight till the third quarter, basically.
Yeah, I didn't realize they had Mike Allstott's son.
Dude, their running back, yeah.
Cowboy collar.
He's got and that's a complete computer created guy.
Respect.
When I saw that, I was like, "This is freaking awesome." Let's go.
I don't even know if any of the people in here, apart from me and you and other older dudes, know who Mike Allstott is. But give that dude a Google.
That's what when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, it's fast Mike Allstott," but he's not even really that fast. He just barrels over people.
It looked like he was seeking out like people to hit.
Yeah, he's running people over.
Yeah, like there'd be an open lane and he just diverted and ran over a defensive end. So
I'm trying to think of his name.
hey,
It's
Texas State. That was
Thompson.
my
Thompson.
my alma mater. I guess it's not alma mater if you don't graduate, if you get kicked out for partying.
And then we have, I forget about this guy. This is another great guy that's going to be a good asset later on down the road. But we have Raheem Gold, a defensive back at Iowa. That's Mitchie.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's Mitchie. He's got a great defensive back who was actually leading the nation in interceptions for a minute.
Oh,
Like
he's
for
in the.
1
He's
week.
already in this season. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so Mitchie's got that guy at Iowa.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, Iowa doesn't have that great of an offense.
What's Iowa?
Brandon Smith is Mac from
Mac.
another league that we were in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that Brandon Smith, Florida State defensive end, he's had a decent year.
I don't know a lot of people's real names. I'm gonna call you by the names I've only known you. You know who you
Exactly,
are.
and that's I know Alvin Mack is not his real name.
No.
It's something Ashley, I believe.
Probably.
And pardon these graphics. These were recorded. I'm going on vacation next week. So I went ahead and recorded like 2 or 3 weeks in a row so that there was no interruption to the season for you guys. And sorry, I was trying to get that off the screen. So that there's no interruption for you guys this year or while I'm on vacation. So that's where we're at. And the other guys, Cameron Reed, wide receiver, Michigan. He's having a decent year. Michigan, their quarterback got hurt like week 2 or 3. So backup came in and they just got their starting quarterback back who passes.
Injuries.
So yeah, and the injuries are on and the injuries are real here. I mean, they're some pretty high. So far, they've been pretty long-lasting injuries.
Ugh, made me want to throw up.
And then Tommy Thomas. Yeah, I know what you mean. Tommy Thomas, the quarterback from Ohio State. Basically just like in real life, Ohio State and Michigan are, their paths are doing this right now.
Yeah, they're both 6-0. I saw when you were clicking through.
So, they're going to be. It's going to come down to the game is going to decide who goes to the Big Ten there.
Yeah.
Levi Back, who is my son.
Are we going to have to not allow the letter M in the chat? Is that going to be a thing again in this place?
I don't know. We'll see how. As the commissioner of this league, I'm trying to be professional when it comes to that.
Kick anyone who does it.
I did try to represent them in the first episode, so
yeah.
Other than that,
my maroon stuff here.
There you go. But
I've got a lot of Aggie stuff.
Oh, I've got way too much crap. So yeah. Tommy Thomas, quarterback of Ohio State, he's having a great year. Levi Back, my son, my 4-year-old son.
Oh, nice. I was
he
like,
wanted to. He was like
the tight end who was in the military.
No, that's my oldest son. He's one of the 10 that's got the application trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out where he's going to go. He might make a tight end at Ohio State again.
Oh, come on, man! Look, see what Texas A&M will do for you.
I don't know. We'll see. So he's been a free safety, and it's not going to ruin anything, but he's having a great year. And I'll just say, I don't know if it's this week or next, but there's a week where he has like 15, 16 solo tackles.
Nice.
He's a heat-seeking tackle machine.
Nice.
And then there's Josh Price, middle linebacker at Pitt. He made a player and basically left. So
thanks, buddy.
Thanks for the contribution. And he was like a level 2 or 3 paid guy. So he paid money, made a guy, and ghosted. So, and then Robert Crone, same thing. He's a defensive tackle for Navy. Made a pretty decent defensive tackle. Was doing pretty good, and haven't seen him since.
I remember him talking in the chat once upon a time.
Yeah, he actually comments on the YouTube videos. He just never comes in Discord.
Some people silence the whole thing.
Yeah. And then, so that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the 11 prospects or recruits that we have this season that are going right now. On top of the 7 that we have committed right now for year 2, that'll be, 18 guys, which is
it's a good start.
15 more than I thought we would have. So
yeah, it's a pretty good starting point.
And then about 10 guys, waiting in the wings. You know,
More.
if everyone comes in, we still have another. I was talking to Baxter today. We still have another 5 to 8 weeks of season one to get through. So
Yeah. Uh, this is the time for everybody to, talk to people, get them in. This is a good time to get in on this thing, as it's growing. Other leagues out there, having their own ups and downs and pitfalls and things like that. So people are looking for something to do and something to follow. And college football is just grabs your attention more than most things. Everybody loves it. So I think this is a good thing to get people's eyebrows raised and get people in the door.
yeah, and that's why we wanted to get in, on the ground floor. It's pretty cool to be able to get in. I mean, not many. Most esports leagues are pretty established, so it's going to
Yeah.
be it's pretty cool to get on the ground floor.
Yeah, I didn't know. As I've said before, I think a lot of people have heard. I had no idea esports was a thing. I was
I didn't either until
literally,
4 years ago.
I was literally, I couldn't watch any sports during COVID. And I was at work losing my mind, and it was very early on with COVID when everyone still thought it was killing everybody, by the millions. So
Yeah,
we would be on the fire truck all within like compacted distance, and then we go back to the station and be like, go to your rooms. So we'd be sitting in a dorm room, which looks like a detention cell, and
yeah.
and I was just looking for something, and I was like, I'll just watch people play Madden. That'll fill the sports itch. And then I started finding these e-leagues, and so uh, it's pretty cool to be here with this, man. Excited.
Yeah, and like I said, it's pretty cool. Especially, I'm very appreciative of all you guys. You've been here since day one. Not taking a shot at you, not really paying attention,
Hundred
which
percent.
yeah, a lot of guys weren't.
Full transparency. I dealt with a whole lot of personal issues. I
Yep,
I took a big
that's
step away from everything except my family, and
yeah,
so now things are good, and I'm in a good place. I'm super happy. I'm down 35 pounds, so life's
yeah. I've
awesome.
lost like 50 something.
Nice.
I was up to 256.
Yeah. I was at 220. Got exhausting.
Yeah, it did. I've dropped 50 something pounds, so
Nice.
it's nice.
But
I was
yeah,
looking. Go ahead. I was
well, I was
gonna
just
say
gonna say
I'm
that
looking.
this is a good time to get in this and pay attention to these games. They're fun to watch. They move along quickly. It's got the right college atmosphere. One thing I've always missed about not having the NCAA games around is the band, the college band
Yeah,
music, and you get that whole sound and that whole vibe when you're playing these games, and it's awesome. It's just something that the NFL can't replicate. No amount of super fans or fandom can really like replicate college atmosphere.
yeah, and the chants and everything, man.
Yeah,
It's
so
pretty
yeah,
cool to listen to the Florida State games and hear the
yeah.
the the chop and the chants and
That was the worst
whatever
schools,
that
one of the
is,
worst schools ever.
whatever that is, the Aggies say whenever they're doing good. The one time they're doing good.
Well, there's so much. If you guys don't know this, here's a little history about Texas A&M. They have what's called midnight yell practice
They do.
Friday nights, and so
Hmm.
the whole student body shows up out, and the yell leaders. A&M football does not have cheerleaders. They have it's a core military school, so they have
Yo, leaders.
yeah, they have corpsmen, military art guys out there, and they have chants. Beat the hell out of Texas, or whatever. So they go through the chants, and the whole student body chants it, and so it's like practice. So it's just a bunch of drunk Aggies, and then the next day you're at the game, and it's that plus the alumni, student section, everything going crazy, and it can be a lot when you have 108,000 people directly yelling right at you, all choreographed, and so pretty awesome.
Yeah, and so I paused it right here so we can see
Hmm.
the Big 12. Something that I thought I had done at the beginning of this year, but we didn't. Is I am going into year two. I'm going to put two teams into the Big 12 so that they can actually have a division,
Oh, nice.
so they don't have to waste 9 games. Because the way the game works is it makes them play everyone in their conference,
Yeah,
so that way they don't have 9 games in the Big 12. They can spread out.
that's a lot of losses to bounce around.
Yeah. So I mean, you can see the conference right there. I mean, it's top heavy. The top 2 or 3 teams are undefeated or one loss, and then
Yeah,
they just beat it. And just like Bama being last in the SEC, Texas is dead last in the.
that's where they belong. That's the worst school ever. I can't believe that they even allow like even in a video game, people to put on that ugly burnt
Uh,
orange. That's
it
the
is an
worst
ugly
color in
color.
the world. Everything about that school is terrible. The town, pretty cool. Austin's a pretty cool place. You guys ain't never checked it out. It's
It's all right.
pretty awesome. Like everywhere in Texas, it's just amazing. But when it comes to like school prestige, school spirit, student body, GPAs, athletic ability, garbage. It's all trash. It's all the absolute worst. And I'm excited that they're going to be an SEC team in the new game, so we can continue to stomp on them.
Dude, they're just gonna get destroyed in the
Absolutely.
SEC.
They
Them
don't have
man,
they don't have
them
Johnny
man
Manziel
Oklahoma.
like we did when we first showed up
Them
in the
man
SEC.
Oklahoma, man, they're just
Yeah,
gonna get
beautiful burnt orange. Easy.
crushed.
Baker, Ivan Drago Dronovich is an Aggie. He wears maroon now.
I was gonna say Baker didn't even go to
yeah.
Texas. He's going to A&M. What's he talking trash for?
Yeah. I don't. I think I'm pretty positive Baker wants to be a T-sip. I don't know what type of. I don't know exactly what type of words I'm allowed to say or not to say. You have to tell me, but
This is a mature league.
okay. Well,
We are marked not for kids on YouTube.
I still rein it in, but yeah, T-sip is that's the proper word. That's what Aggies call Texans. I don't even refer to it as Texas University because it is not the University of Texas. It is just a university in Texas. So yeah,
Just like that team up north, they're not a
Yeah.
real team.
Yeah. So yeah, I have such a large like if university if that university squared up against the Al Qaeda in a football game, I'd wear a turban. You know. Like I'd root for the other team.
And we're on a watch list. Episode 1.
This is fun, guys. I appreciate this.
Thanks, Fry. And
my
the
phone
FBI is
vibrated
going to come to our
and,
door any moment.
Oh yeah, that's the FBI. That's weird.
So we have a couple questions. Will applicants have any limitations on? Oh, I forgot I can do this.
Nice.
See, it's been so long. We got to knock the rust off. We
Yeah.
haven't been on one of these in forever. Will applicants have any limitations on which college team they can join? If it's in the game, they can join them.
Yeah. We are going to eventually, when you look at the logistics of the whole thing, eventually we're going to run into it where some teams aren't going to be able to be streamed. You know, so if you want to go, you know, be the quarterback of, you know, Akron, you might not get a lot of games. You know, early on it might be possible, but the bigger this league gets, only so many things can be streamed.
So a perfect example of that is we had a guy, kind of like those defensive guys. We had a guy submit a quarterback. He was at Florida Atlantic, which, you know, they won't get that much game, you know, stream time anyway. Even though I'll get to Mula versus question in a minute anyway. This is kind of leading into that.
Yeah.
So, you know, he had a great, I mean, like a 97, 98 overall quarterback build, great guy, but he got redshirted at Florida Atlantic.
Ugh.
The game redshirted him and started like an 88 overall guy. Going into from the test year to the real year, he transferred, went to Middle Tennessee State. So Middle Tennessee State has a 90-something overall quarterback that will probably never see any live games because the user left.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. Good for Tennessee State.
I mean, he's having a great year. He's a great. Actually, no, he's redshirted, so he won't play until year 2. But he transferred and then got redshirted at Middle Tennessee State. That's what happened.
You should change the quarterback's name to Tyler Cage, so we all know. We all remember.
So he,
Mitchie, you made Tyler Cage, right? We can talk about that. We can't talk about that.
Yeah. Mitchie's got to come in and he'll, you know, he said he'll watch this later, but he's got to come in and let us know what happened with Tyler.
Tell us the truth, Mitchie. All right.
I still listen to that clip every now and then when you said Mitchie's like a war bride.
War bride. Oh man, awesome. In
Good
regards
times.
to the question about commentary, I can only imagine it's going to be a fluid decision, you know, based off what games have the biggest impact, what players are where, how big rivalries are, you know, like anything, it's going to be on the pulse of the season and what we respond to.
Yeah, so it's going to be most likely a primetime game, right? So it's going to be a Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday night game, Saturday night game, or Sunday night game. So it's going to be one of those. It's going to be a night game, an 8 p.m. game. And yeah, it's so right now there's two commentary guys trying to get a third. That way we don't get.
I'll probably be attempting to see what availability I have to do something like that.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm gonna do one when I can.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't had any live commentary yet, and you know, again, we're approaching 30,000 views, so not bragging or tooting our horns, but just the want is there. So
It's either gonna
they're gonna watch without the
be
live
awesome or it's
commentary,
gonna be down. Yeah.
and that just makes it better. So
Yeah.
so you know, or like you said, it could be we could
We could run everybody off.
crap the bed and go back to no commentary. But I know the other guy that's going to do commentary. He does it professionally, so
Oh, geez.
yeah, so he's going to be great. I'm going to be there. I'm going to try to get someone to do it with me. But
I mean, I'll jump in. I can. Surely, how hard can it
I
be?
mean, an hour. I can go an hour, even if it's
Oh, if we're just talking, I got a lot to say always. I can bring a lot
exactly.
to
I
the
mean,
table.
and me and you and Creed, we've done
Disrespectful.
how many episodes of the other podcast where we just rambled for 3 hours at a time? So
Yep. And hey, if anyone from that other podcast is this the same channel, just renamed?
yeah,
All right. Well, so if anyone from the other podcast finds this, hey, sorry about all that stuff that happened.
yeah.
We nothing but love and respect for what did happen. You're bored.
Yeah.
Come hang around.
Yes. And, you know, obviously I had departed that lane well before that happened. And I was doing this on the side well before any of that happened. So,
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
there's
I've reached
there's no
out to,
crossover by any means.
no, and I even went in and deleted all the episodes, all that stuff. So
God, I was super funny in a lot of that. Sorry guys, just take
you
my
were,
word for it. I was a treat.
but I paused this so we can see, you know, like we were talking about Michigan, and if I can find my dang mouse, it's on the 60-inch screen, like 2 feet from my face. So it's like I was trying to see who is leading in the Big Ten West. I believe, yeah, Illinois,
Fighting Illini,
and they are like the number one passing offense in the college league right now.
Maybe Tyler Cates transferred there to play quarterback. Nebraska 5-2.
Nebraska has Maverick McCain. Look at that, 98 points allowed. Let me let this play because I'll pause it when it gets to the stats, the team stats. There's like 5 teams that still haven't allowed 100 points yet, which is why Oklahoma is still number 1.
Maverick McQueen, not McCain. That was throwing me off.
McQueen.
Yeah.
McCain's player is Buck McCarthy.
Buck McCarthy, which in no way sounds like a male stripper. What are you doing? super weird name.
Yeah, he's got a yeah. So we've got to get into there. So it doesn't look like there's any more questions. Hey, we had like 8 guys at one time, so
Nice.
that's better than I was hoping for episode 1. Buffalo. So 2 years ago, you know how we simmed into the future?
Yeah, Buffalo was the national champion. Yeah.
2 years ago, Buffalo was the national champion. The year before, UC won the national championship.
California or Colorado?
Cincinnati.
Oh,
and it was Buffalo. Buffalo made it. Buffalo made it back to back. So it was UC and Buffalo in the Natty, and UC won the second time. So that's the last 2 national champions.
Awesome.
Buffalo and UC. But I don't see any more questions. I was going to try to keep this under an hour tonight. What's up?
My 11-year-old about to catch hands.
I was going to say, are you you had the dad look going on.
I had to get the dad look real quick. Son.
But is there anything else you want to go over tonight?
I mean, just we take a quick peek at the top 25. See what
yeah, I'm trying to let it go. I'm not controlling this. I'm just letting it play.
Gotcha.
It may have done the top 25 already. I think it did.
Oh, maybe so.
Let me go back. I think I do the top 25. Yeah, here we go. So here's the top 25 because I do them first. I do that first.
Yeah. Oklahoma, Michigan, Army. Come on.
Yeah, Army's number 3.
That's
and
awesome.
So I looked into that because like I said, I'm going on vacation, so I'm simming ahead right now, recording ahead. I'm in week 11, so I wanted to see what their playbook was. They are not running Army playbook. They're
Oh,
running
yeah?
UCLA playbook,
Huh.
and they're
That's weird.
7-0 and
Because
7-0,
I
number
guarantee
3
their
in the nation.
roster is based around running the ball. I bet
Oh,
their quarterback
absolutely.
probably has arm power of a 22.
Yeah, so we got Oklahoma. They've been number 1 forever.
Yeah,
Michigan, Army. Texas Tech has snuck up there. They've had a couple live
haven't
games.
lost yet.
Yeah, a couple recorded games. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Washington, NC State. Smokey Smith's at NC State. LSU, Texas
Looking at
A&M.
our
That's
first
that's
team with a
that's
loss.
that's one of the best matchups this week. Is
That will be a
you
big game
guys,
this weekend.
Texas? Yep, and it's
Sunday?
it's like Sunday at noon, I believe.
Yeah.
11 or 12.
Sunday, maybe a big game. It's always a competitive game. And hopefully Johnny Hobbs puts his head down, runs people over.
And I will say I changed your playbook like you asked. So I don't remember if it did any good.
I mean, we've been playing pretty steady. Our defense has been phenomenal. Offense is making plays.
That's been the theme this year.
The only loss we had was to a really good Tennessee team, low scoring
Yep.
affair.
Who's not even in the top 25 anymore,
No,
I don't think.
I don't know. Bad week for us, but only one loss, bounce back, and we can. If we take LSU this week, that puts us in a place for our half of the SEC.
There you go. Alabama is 3-3 right now at number 17.
Jeez. Wait, so Illinois is 6-0 and ranked 20th behind a 3-3 Alabama team.
And just got into the top 25.
Yeah. And there's some 2 and 3 loss teams ahead of an undefeated team. Feels just like college football.
Exactly. I hate that about college football.
Yeah, you went to Illinois. You're fighting Illini, which not many people even know what that is.
So Georgia, Florida, Penn State. See, Penn State's lost 2, and Memphis is 16 at a 1 loss. Oregon's had a couple recorded games, couple games broadcasted. UCF's had a couple games.
One. Clemson 3-3.
Yeah, Clemson's not had a great year. Minnesota's had
Raging Cajuns. Ooh la la. No.
Yeah, the Raging Cajuns. I believe they have a
Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah, Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns.
Oh, man, that university is like 100 miles that way from me.
Yeah, it's
Lafayette.
Go to the swamp, turn left, the dumpster fire.
Pretty apt name for that team, for anybody from Louisiana. What a terrible state.
And it is. And then the we've got Maryland, BYU, Nebraska, UAB. UAB's having a great year. Ole Miss. And someone asked me in one of the chats why I have Ole Miss highlight, because you have to pick a team. You have to be someone to progress the weeks.
Yeah.
My coach, I picked Air Force because they were first, and my coach during the coaching carousel went to Ole Miss. So nice. I'm literally pushing X through the season, and he accepted a job at Ole Miss. So that's why Ole Miss is highlighted.
Awesome.
So Oklahoma State, Iowa State. Southern Miss has a 99 overall quarterback that I did not create.
Nice.
Like Walton, something like that. He's having a great year. They have a televised game Friday night this week against Florida Atlantic.
They put up
they beat Texas like week 1.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I would say they smoked somebody early on, and I was like, Southern Miss? Who is this?
That was a televised game. They beat Texas like week 1, 44-10 or something.
It was a thumping.
It was a thumping.
Good. They deserve that. Terrible team.
They did. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
And then obviously the teams that are dropped out. There you go. Tennessee was number 25, but they've progressively done worse.
Yeah.
All season. Whoops, I'm on the wrong thing.
I see Baker's asked about the A&M depth chart, but I don't think it's something accessible right now because this is.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not in the game right now. This is the video that comes out on Sunday night. I was trying to see, but yeah, you're not the only one. I don't have the comments pulled up. Let me see what he asked.
He just was wanting to look at the A&M depth chart.
Yeah, so next week we can go through the depth charts, especially for guys wanting to see, where they might want us to verbally commit to.
Nice.
We can definitely do that next week. That'd actually be good because My flight next Thursday morning is at I have to get up at like 3 a.m. to catch my flight. Like my flight's not at 3 a.m., but I have to be at the airport.
Mm.
And I was trying to see if it had what's his name there, but it didn't. So I can't do a long episode next week. So we can just do
Look at
like
that
a
right there.
what?
Lane from A&M's leading the 16 sacks. Leading.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to was
week
the
week 8. This is week 8, right?
week
Week
8
8
recap, week
yeah.
9 look ahead.
The week
Yeah,
9's coming up. Yeah, so in 8 weeks he's got 16 sacks, and number
Yeah.
2 was like 9.
Well, and he had those 16 sacks like in week 4. So if you want to go back and watch, he had actually so in the college game it would show records when they get broken.
Mhm.
He broke the record for sacks in a game. I believe he had 6 or 8
That's crazy.
in one game. It was like week 4 or 5. I'd have to go back and watch which one, but
I've been watching him make plays out there. It's awesome. It's a good defense.
yeah, so and it's funny because none of the even the running back that we've seen from NC State that's just crushing guys, he's not even top 5.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's rusher. Okay, nice.
So best receivers. UCF at one point, Buck McCarthy was a little jealous of UCF's offense because they had the most balanced offense and they were the number 1 offense for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
But Ball State, I mean,
don't see a whole lot of. That's the thing. That's one of the things. I mean, that I love about college football is you can be playing great, but there's some dude in the middle of nowhere who's got 10,000 yards.
Yep.
So,
and this is what I was getting at with the the user teams right now is the defenses are just saving everybody's butts.
Yeah.
Number 1 NC State, Nebraska, Texas A&M. 3 of the top 5 are user guys. Yeah, there's Lane.
Jeez.
Well ahead.
Yeah. Gig 'em. Awesome.
Yes, I mean it's shaping up. It's doing the season looks pretty good. Seeing what the team stats were real quick. I hate how it sorts it. You got to go in there and fix it to start off the bat. So there you go. UCF is like one of the most balanced teams, number 1 for a while.
I don't even see. Is this is total offense?
Yeah.
I don't even see Oklahoma on there. Let's see.
None of the
user
created.
team. No user team is in the top on that top page. Points differential, sacks.
So there's pass yards again. No user quarterbacks.
Mm.
It's because everybody wants to run like spread option offenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, even rushing, number 3 Army. So even though they're running UCLA's playbook, they're still number 1 in rushing.
900 passing yards.
Yeah.
Still Army.
And there you go, Illinois, man.
That's awesome.
Averaging 41.1.
Coastal Carolina making their way up.
Coastal Carolina.
UTEP.
So there's your first user team in the top 10 right there. Ohio State, number 3 in points per game.
Old Dominion. Nice.
There's Southern Miss passing touchdowns. Army rushing touchdowns. Illinois, again, no user guys. But all right, thanks for coming on. I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's been about an hour.
Yeah.
I don't want to just keep dragging it out.
Glad to be here. Glad to be part of this, man. Always excited to do any of this stuff and hang with guys in the community. We're just ready to. This is gonna be a slow process, obviously, and this is the groundwork, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and that's like we said, we've been here before, starting something new. So, like you said, it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be a little painful for the first couple of years, especially that first draft for the pro year. But
it's all learning, and it's just gonna, like anything else, we're just gonna get the kinks worked out and get everything smoother and better.
and we're not going to
And the
give away.
new games
Go
will come
ahead.
out that will be on. You know, who knows? None of that's even set in stone right now because we all know that everything is fluid right now with different games out there, different college games and pro games. So
Mm,
who even knows at this point, like just what type of path we lay out in front of us? But until we get there, we still have something to play ball on. So we're excited.
exactly. That's what's nice about NCAA 14 is it's something to fall back on, and it's a good solid game. So
Yeah, heck yeah, I love it. I love watching it.
yeah, it's fun watching it. And not to get we're not giving too much away early on, but if you are an owner or a prospective owner looking to go into the pro league, it's going to be worth it. The I don't know how much we want to get into it yet, but it's going to be well worth your time and effort to be an
Yeah,
owner in the pro league. So
yeah, yeah. This is where they do teasers in the real world.
yeah,
It'll be fiscally smart to get into it as an owner.
yeah. I mean, it'll be well worth your time
Yeah,
and effort and stuff like that. So
and wallet.
yeah, and the fringe benefits alone that Baxter's been working on, or I mean, just little side things like that are awesome. So
Yeah, Baxter and Baker have come in and definitely just done what they do. You know, been an asset.
as I said, Baxter made an impact day one.
Super
Uh,
cool. That AI stuff is legit. I know I'm late to the party on that. I know that's been a thing for like a year, but I mean, I don't do any of that stuff. So
that's
every time I
that's where
see
I get
this,
my graphics
yeah,
from for the
all
week
these graphics
for
are
the weekly
awesome, and I
thumbnails.
love, man, I love the neon schemes we have, the color schemes. I love the
Yeah,
rivalry, the throwback to old school football. You know,
yeah, that's something we didn't discuss was why we wanted to be called football rivals, but
well, I mean, even just real quick, like the best thing about college football is the rivalry. You know, is like
yeah,
hating someone
I think
just
that's what I
because
was
they
talking
wear
about
another jersey.
when you
Yeah,
came in. Yeah,
it's
and it's so
healthy
much more
hatred.
in
Yeah,
college football.
there's like I want nothing more than to ruin an entire team's practice, like their whole season, all the effort they put in to get to the big game, all the late nights, the working out, the extra training, the curfews, the study habits, keep their grades up to play, like all that effort, and then we ruin it in one game and we kill your whole season. I love it.
Yeah,
I sleep at night on the tears of my enemies. So rivalries are where is what makes college football amazing.
yeah, and it was in my original name, but it was nice. That's what Baxter does for a living. He's a brand guy,
Yeah,
so it was cool. We had college football rivals league, which is a really long thing to type out and to say.
yeah,
Even CFRL was longer than I wanted to be, but I couldn't call it the rival football league for
understandable.
obvious reasons.
Yeah,
I couldn't call it the football rival league, even though that's what we have to put in YouTube because some douchewagon has already taken
a bag
football
of dicks,
rivals. So
turds. Well, yeah, I feel like I, when you're trying to label something or name something, and I'm sure that I'm only repeating what Baxter says, but like you want to be able to convey a certain image in as few words as
mm,
possible, and rivalry, football rivalry, to me like really sparks like the aspect of sports of why we love sports. You know, like
and
to the guys out there who like soccer, you know, like when you look at like England and France, like when they play, like it's real, you know. And there's a whole lot of cool stuff, rivalries in all sports on all levels, and college really seems to like pick it up, you know.
mm,
So I like that.
yeah, and it's again another teaser. When you guys we're gonna slowly leak out, some of the stuff Baxter's been working on. Probably next week we'll introduce the board, or the next pod we'll introduce the board with some of the cool stuff he's been doing. Uh, no, I'd been trying to. I had done what the best I could with trying to make a knee. I wanted the neon branding, so
Yeah, yeah,
I wanted
it
to
just
stand
has
out.
a cool vibe, you
Yeah,
know.
and a lot of the
Neon
other
lights.
leagues, they're just dark and kind of copy and paste. So we wanted like a bright neon,
Yeah,
catch your eye, flashy logo. So
different, something different.
so it was nice of Baxter to come in and just take what I had done and multiply it by a million and make it a million times better. So
Super awesome. Yeah,
yeah, so
that's the benefit to having, you know, like just like a quiver of arrows. You got multiple people with skills. You can reach in and like, hey, I need this. You know,
yeah, and that's what I've said
I
from
don't
day
know what
one is
skills I bring to the board.
well,
I
you're
can
doing
break
it right
stuff.
now. I need a you're a voice and
Yeah,
you're a great voice in the league. You're very attentive
yeah,
when
I can
you're
break stuff and I can talk. That's all I got.
exactly. So if you can continue to do that, and you're more valuable than you think of behind the scenes. Also, you are a
Appreciate you
board
guys.
member, so
Yeah. Yeah. So keep that in mind. If I tell you don't go to that dumb school, go to A&M. That's kind of how it is.
he has no say in the gameplay,
Yeah.
but he is a board
Disclaimer:
member.
I have no. Yeah, I can't make you do anything. I have no authority.
But I think that's about it for tonight. We just hit an hour, so
Awesome. It's fun,
uh,
guys. Yeah. Excited for
yep.
next week.
Thanks for coming on. There will be an episode 2. Not 100% sure if it'll be next week again.
Or yeah, in the
Like I
future.
said, because I will be out of the town, but there will be an episode 2 at least 2 weeks from now. So
Tell your
if you have any
friends.
questions or want to, anything about owners, players, applications for year 2, send it to myself or Fry. Leave a,
Yeah.
leave a message in the chat.
Talk
Someone
in the Discord.
from the Football Rivals League will get a hold of you and answer your question.
Absolutely.
But that's all I got. You got anything else, Fry?
Nope, awesome. Glad to be here and ready
Yep.
for more. See you guys
Yep.
next time.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Yep.
Hopefully, we'll have more people on. It's not going to be the same 2 or 3 guys every week. So
But if it is, it could be worse. I mean,
exactly. But I mean, it's you. So you're the number one guy anyway. So
appreciate
you're,
that. Thank
you're
you.
the reason everybody comes on here.
That's what I tell myself.
It is. That's what I tell myself too. I'm like, they're just here for Fry. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna yammer on.
Oh man,
But
awesome.
That's it. I got to go record some more games for week 11. But tune in this week. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., there will be a game. Friday night, 8 p.m., there will be a game. And then all day Saturday and all day Sunday, like normal. So we should hit 30,000 views by the time I come back from
Heck yeah.
my vacation. So
share the podcast, share the YouTube page, everybody. Share the videos.
Yep.
Get eyes on us.
Get as many eyes on us as possible. We want to blow this up as fast as possible. But not too fast because it is more work than you think it is.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
Which is why I'm glad that I have a great board to help me out this time.
Absolutely.
So, all right. That being said, peace out. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks.